And we are back with some more Star Trek.
And this time we're gonna go all the way back to the original series, the first episode, the pilot episode called The Cage. My name is Knifeby.
And I'm Kroshos, and welcome to the Geekheads channel. And now let's go straight to the reaction. Yo! Here we go.
Oh.
With the theme.
Star Trek.
That is the same ship. Yeah,
It's the same. Yeah, it's just a pilot, and I also heard that they had very low budget for this series, so...
Yeah, you can see their masking on the ship. Sometimes this kind of clips through, you can see through it. Yeah, no, it matters.
USS Enterprise. Here we go.
Check the circuit. All operating, sir. Definitely something out there, Captain. Headed this way.
And I think this is Captain Pike and Spock, obviously.
Yeah, is it so that the Star Trek we watched, the JJ one, it has the same characters?
I think some of them are the same.
Yeah.
I think, if I remember correctly, you guys told us in the comments that every single actor except for the Spock was changed after this pilot episode. None of these are gonna be in the rest of the episodes for the show.
Oh,
if
really?
I remember correctly, yeah.
Okay.
We're passing
Except
through an
Spock,
old-style
obviously.
distress signal. A ship in trouble making a forced landing, sir. That's it. No other message.
It comes from the Talos Star Group.
Records show the Talos group has never been explored. 11 planets. Number 4
Okay.
seems to be oxygen atmosphere.
And they could still be alive, even after 18 years.
If they survive the crash.
We aren't going to go?
Not without any indication of survivors, no.
Makes sense. Not to go just on some random ass adventure.
The devil are you putting in there, Ice?
Who wants a warm martini?
Oh, what the
I don't feel like this guy is an evil doctor who just poisoned the drink.
I'm tired of being responsible for 203 lives, and I'm tired of deciding which mission is too risky and which isn't, and who's going on the landing party and who doesn't, and who lives. And who dies.
That is a lot of responsibility.
To the point
Yeah.
of finally taking my advice, arrest leave,
To the point of considering resigning.
and do what? A man either lives life as it happens to him, meets it head on and licks it, or he turns his back on it and starts to wither away.
Now you're beginning to talk like a doctor.
You both get the same two kinds of customers, the living and the dying.
Yeah, well, we all die, but like, I get your point.
Mr. Spock here. We're intercepting a follow-up message, sir. There are crash survivors on Talos.
Oh, and now they're going... Okay.
11 survivors
Yeah.
from crash. Gravity and oxygen within limits. Food and water obtainable. But unless... The message faded at that point.
I love that they have like a printer or something. They're gonna just read it off from like a screen or something.
That's the 60s.
Engage.
Okay.
Here we go.
Epic
Warp
Star
speed.
Trek team plays. Okay. Okay, this is... okay, I can understand
this
it's
is-
a pilot.
And it's very old, but... So that's the warp speed effect.
Yeah,
I
I
take
guess.
it.
Yeoman?
Yes, sir.
Yo, man.
Yo, man.
Now, sir.
Okay.
Now, she does a good job, all right. It's just that I can't get used to having a woman on the bridge. No offense, Lieutenant. You're different, of course.
The heck do you mean
Yeah.
different?
Yeah.
Equip a landing party of 6.
Okay.
Sorry, number 1. A little information on this planet. We'll have to leave the ship's most experienced officer here covering us.
Of course, sir.
So he's going himself?
I think that was connected to the earlier talk that they had.
Yeah.
He doesn't fully trust her because she's a woman, I guess.
Or something. I don't know. This is weird. I love that their teleportation device thingy looks pretty much the same in the movie also.
Very similar.
Okay, they did have some effect. I was gonna thinking it's just gonna flash and they're gonna fade to white and then just, you know. Okay,
I mean, yeah.
we are at
We can
this
be-
pretty
what the hell
cool
is
looking
this?
planet for something that came out in the 60s.
I'm still wondering like how big of a set was this with that's the background and they...
Yeah, it's quite sizable set. I mean, you can see where the background screen is,
Yeah.
or the like a huge canvas, but
But there's quite a
Yeah.
lot of death.
Oh.
Interesting.
musical leaves
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
I actually love that they use those like leaves that they make sound to create this like creepy atmosphere. It's like a natural ambient sound that makes it creepy. Or hey, they found them. That was easy.
Is Earth all right?
The same old Earth, and you'll see it very soon.
What the hell?
Yeah.
This is
See.
Vina. Her parents are dead. She was born almost as we crashed.
Oh, kind of like Kirk in the J.J. Abrams movies.
So these aliens are watching how? I thought maybe it was from her perspective that she's like a robot or something, but
I have no idea. They have some secret cameras there.
yeah. Who is that actor?
I heavily doubt that we will recognize any of these actors, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. This just had some similarity to somebody, but probably it was just a face mask.
Well, I was gonna say like this Mr. Pike's actor, his last name was Hunter, I don't remember the first name. He really reminds me of Ray Liotta. I don't know why.
I mean, he slightly gives me the old Superman vibes a bit, but I don't know.
True, yeah.
Their health is excellent, almost too good.
There's a reason for our condition. But we've had some doubt if Earth is ready to learn the secret. Let the girl show you.
They're eating children. What?
What?
Nothing?
That would certainly be a twist.
Don't you see it? Here and here.
I don't understand.
You will. You're a perfect choice.
What?
What?
She vanished. Oh, they all vanished.
Are they all fake?
I don't know, it was like holograms or something. They're gonna steal the captain.
Oh no.
So they just lost their captain. Maybe.
There is no survivors encampment, number one. This is all some sort of trap. We've lost the captain.
Yeah, they're like lost or is he dead?
Why is it that Captain Pike always gets kidnapped? I think that this is one of the plot points from this show and from this episode that Abrams like took inspiration from. Because as far as I've understood, Captain Pike is not like a huge part of the main squad of Star Trek. Mostly it's just in this pilot episode, or maybe like
okay.
some of the episodes. Like if you take like inspiration from the original series, the own story, like in Abrams.
There's some weird aliens here.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Are those things like the Watcher from Marvel side?
Kind of like
Actually, I mean they're watching from the monitor also.
It appears, Magistrate, that the intelligence of the specimen is shockingly limited.
As you can read in its thoughts, it is only now beginning to suspect that the survivors and encampment were a simple illusion we placed in their minds.
All right, then, telepathy. You can read my mind, I can read yours. There's a way out of any cage, and I'll find it.
Despite its frustration, the creature appears more adaptable than our specimens from other planets. We can soon begin the experiment.
Oh god.
Oh.
That's never something you want to hear when you're kidnapped. I don't know, I doubt you want to hear anything other than letting you go when you're kidnapped, but you know.
They had us seeing just what we wanted to see. The inhabitants of this planet can read our minds. They can create illusions out of a person's own thoughts, memories, and experiences, even out of a person's own desires.
I assume Spock is like the second to the captain, so...
Engineering deck will rig to transmit ship's power.
I think she's the one in charge, actually.
Yeah, then what is Spock's role? Is he just like a...
I don't know, advisor or something, I don't know.
Advisor, strategist, I don't know, something.
We will begin with this, giving the specimen something more interesting to protect.
They're gonna start playing illusions on him. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Indeed.
This is Rigel 7.
Please, we must hide ourselves.
I was in a cage, a cell, in some kind of a zoo. I must still be there.
They've reached into my mind and taken the memory of somewhere I've been.
Yeah.
Starting just as it happened 2 weeks ago. Except for you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it like a medieval castle?
One of the survivors called Vina. Why you again? Why didn't they create a different girl?
So what is he? He's about to fight some Stone Age caveman. I like that he's trying to protect her still for some reason. I just love that this turned into some medieval fight.
Yeah, this is not what I expected from Star Trek.
Who are you? You act as if this were real to you.
Careful.
Is she also one of the prisoners?
It's over.
Who is she and who are they?
Maybe it's like I said, maybe she is actually a prisoner. There also.
They want to see how I react, is that it? Or do they do more than just watch me? Do they feel with me too? Is there any way I can keep them from probing my mind, from using my thoughts against me?
I can see he's trying to outsmart them.
Yeah, or at least trying to understand them, like fight back.
9, 8.
What the hell kind of gun is this?
So the aliens didn't see them just teleport down a huge space laser and set it up, and
or maybe they did. We just haven't seen that yet. I'm just wondering that is there like no more aliens? Is there like actually like only 4 of them, 4 or 5?
Yeah,
of them?
maybe it's like a remnant of a species or something.
We'll have to seize power.
Disengage!
And still nothing.
Top of that nose should have been sheared off the first second.
Maybe it was. That power of illusion is so great we can't be sure of anything we do, anything we see.
So the Telosians who came underground found life limited here, and they concentrated on developing their mental power.
But they found it's a trap. When dreams become more important than reality, you give up travel, building, creating. You even forget how to repair the machines left behind by your ancestors. They have a whole collection of specimens, descendants of life brought back long ago from all over this part of the galaxy.
Which means they had to have more than one of each animal. They'll need a pair of humans, too. Where do they intend to get the Earth Woman?
You said that if I answered your questions...
You said you weren't real, remember?
I'm a woman. As real and as human as you are. Oh, don't. Please, don't punish me!
Oh.
I think he force choked her and she became a Force ghost. Okay, I'm gonna stop with the Star Wars references. Okay, we're not gonna talk about Star Wars here anymore. Sorry about that. No more Star Wars here.
You were startled. Weren't you reading my mind then?
With the female now properly conditioned.
You mean properly punished? I'm the one who's not cooperating. Why don't you punish me?
First, an emotion of protectiveness. Now, one of sympathy. Excellent.
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 Oh, no, it's the horses, and yeah, that setup was a bit weird, you know, early. I was like, maybe it's just a filler talk for the pilot, but okay, yeah, sure. Okay, paid off.
It's about 24 hours ago. I was telling the ship's doctor how much I wanted something not very different from what we have here. Now that I have it, I understand the doctor's answer.
Yeah, nice little back to the beginning moment here. Full circle.
Well paid off.
These headaches, would you wish them on a child or a whole group of children?
Foolish.
Is it?
In the olden days, all this was a desert. Just...
But we're not here, neither of us. You told me once they couldn't even repair the machines left by their ancestors. Is that why they want us? To build a colony of slaves?
Stop! Don't you care what they'll do to us?
Do emotions like hate, does that block off our mind from them?
They can't read through primitive emotions. They keep at you and at you year after year, tricking and punishing. And they want me. They own me.
She's mentally broken.
Yeah, but now the captain knows he needs like pure rage to get out of there.
A person's strongest dreams are about what he can't do. He must wonder what it would be like to forget all that.
What the hell? What the hell is that costume?
They changed the dream. He was probably getting too close. Yeah, something about the green slaves in the one planet.
Almost like secret dreams a board ship captain might have.
They're being very direct.
Yeah, I think he's getting angry.
Yeah, they can read his anger.
Did he accidentally phase through a wall because he's angry the whole place is... Or is he back to his cell?
It's another illusion, I guess. Freaking Mysterio. Christopher Pike could really use some spider sense right now.
If our measurements and readings are an illusion also, one could find oneself materialized inside solid rock.
I feel like Spock will be a big part of helping Pike escape, because he's the one who's the most logical, I guess. Well, I don't know if he was at this point yet, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, only the women teleported.
Oh god.
Straight to the jail.
Captain, we were a party of 6. We were the only ones transported.
It's not fair. You don't need them.
What is it?
Don't say anything. Filling my mind with a picture of beating their huge, misshapen heads to pulp. Not so primitive they black out everything else.
He doesn't need you. He's already picked me.
Picked her? For what? I don't understand.
Now, there's a fine choice for intelligent offspring.
Offspring is in he's Adam. Is that it? There was a Vina listed on that expedition as an adult crewman. Now, adding 18 years to your age then.
Yeah, she should be way older.
I'll break out of this zoo somehow and get to you.
The female you call number 1 has the superior mind and would produce highly intelligent children.
She often has fantasies involving you.
Bros is revealing shit. That's gonna be an awkward ride back home after this ends.
The factors in her favor are youth and strength, plus unusually strong female drives.
You'll find my thoughts more interesting. Thoughts so primitive you can't understand. Emotions so ugly.
Wrong thinking is punishable.
This is gonna be difficult.
All systems are out, Rich. We got nothing. There's nothing. Every system aboard is fading out.
Yeah.
What, they captured one of them?
Are you all still
Don't
up,
hurt
Rick?
them. They don't mean to be evil.
I've had some samples of how good they are. You try one more illusion, you try anything at all, and I'll break your neck. I'm willing to bet you've created an illusion this laser is empty. I think it just blasted a hole in that window and you're keeping us from seeing it. You want me to test my theory out on your head?
Okay.
Let's go.
Did they try to use the laser earlier also?
Yeah, they did. You know the outside wall, I think it's also broken.
Oh yeah, they destroyed it entirely, but
Yeah.
they blew entire like top half of their freaking lab off.
They kept us from seeing this,
Yep.
too. We cut through and never knew it.
You will now begin carefully guided lives.
It's wrong to create a whole race of humans to live as slaves.
Do you intend to destroy yourselves?
What is that?
The weapon is building up an overload, a forced chamber explosion. You still have time to get underground.
Yeah.
Just to show you how primitive humans are, Tulosian. You go with her.
If you all think it's this important, then I can't go either.
Interesting. Oh, that's a nasty
The
detail.
veins popping off.
Yeah.
We had not believed this possible. History of your race show a unique hatred of captivity, even when it's pleasant and benevolent. You prefer death. This makes you too violent and dangerous a species for our needs.
They can't use you. You're free to go back to the ship.
And that's it. No apologies.
Your unsuitability has condemned the Telosian race to eventual death.
You were our last hope.
Wouldn't some form of trade?
Your race would learn our power of illusion and destroy itself too.
Okay.
So they're just gonna die as lonely old men now.
Let's get back to the ship.
I can't go with you.
Why not?
Now they're starting to show that she's actually old. Yeah.
They found me in the wreckage, dying. They rebuilt me. Everything works, but they had never seen a human.
It was necessary to convince you her desire to stay is an honest one.
You'll give her back her illusion of beauty.
And more.
Creepy, but I guess that works.
I don't know, that still doesn't accomplish them anything?
Yeah, it doesn't, but it just shows that they're now like completely evil.
Completely. 99.9% damn mad, but...
Now you look 100% better.
This is
You
the...
recommended a rest and change of pace, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I've even been home. Does that make you happy?
Yeah.
I was wondering, who would have been Eve?
Yeoman, you've delivered your report.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Luke
I've
stole
got a question
everything.
about it.
Eve as in Adam? As in all ship's doctors are dirty old men.
Huh. Okay.
Engage!
And Star Trek, the space musical.
USS Enterprise out.
This would be a nice title, Rebellion on his flies past and reveals like a...
That would have been cool. There it is.
That was, I don't know, mildly interesting. Don't get offended by that word. It's not the type of series I would like, honestly, maybe watch now. I understand people probably loved it when it came out because it was like new and interesting. Of course, we're still gonna watch the other series. We yet don't know how and when. We have a slight schedule issues now. But talking about the show, it was actually surprisingly good for being a pilot episode of a series that came out freaking 60 years ago or something.
Yeah, I think it holds up pretty well.
Effects and stuff.
Yeah, the warp thing, for example, worked pretty well. The ship warp was, it was what it was, but like the warping to the planet was very similar to what they even have now. So
yeah, but also like the lasers and the like transportation effect they had, like teleportation, whatever that thing is actually called. Yet still don't know.
After reading your comments, I can clearly see what people meant about, especially the original series and Star Trek in general, being very different from Star Wars in the sense that it's more about like these moral questions and it's more slowly paced. It's less about the action. Of course, there is the action element to that. Yeah, it's less about just mindless action, I guess. Less about any fantasy thing. It actually has like serious subject matters that it goes through. For example, here we had slavery was the biggest thing. Maybe a bit of the sexism at the beginning also was one thing where the guy's like, I'm still getting used to like women being on board. Definitely it feels like it's ahead of its time when it comes to like questioning different things in life and in our society. The story is definitely nothing like I expected it would be. Let's be honest. Like, I don't know. Again, I've said this a million times with different movies, different shows. Like, I didn't really expect anything. So like, what I'm trying to say, I would not have expected anything like this.
It was surprising. I thought there would be more of the like Star Trek, more of the adventure vibe. I guess, of course, it's the adventure vibe is more for the movies, or that comes out really well, because then you have to go to many places to create that in like 2-hour format. But when you have a series, you have like 20 hours to create it. So then you can have these like planetary expeditions that last for an entire episode. So yeah, I guess that's the entire series.
Like
is probably like that.
Yeah,
exactly. So the entire series probably like that.
What it focused on was this single planet and the species living there and their whole dilemma and the situation and how they're trying to fix it and the morality behind that too. Instead of being like, just guns blazing and go and save Captain Pike. Instead, they kind of came into a mutual agreement or understanding, which was pretty cool and very rare in this type of like, wouldn't probably happen in Star Wars a lot of the times, let's be honest. I mean, it depends on what Star Wars you're talking about, because just Star Wars as being mindless action is, I don't think it's also true either, but...
Maybe this is more because this is a sci-fi. It's still, there's the militaristic architecture on the like ship's crew, so they have the respect. You are higher up, so you are not gonna argue about certain things, which you might see like in Star Wars or something, that you think it's kind of not that organized and stuff. Kind of everybody's just arguing maybe like how to do this thing.
Star Trek definitely seems to be more like how life will actually be in the future more than Star Wars, because Star Wars is more just like space fantasy. I don't even personally really consider it sci-fi. It holds up pretty well. It was pretty much what people said it would be, and like everybody said, it was very different from Abrams' movie. Or Abrams' movie definitely had much more of the adventure action vibe than this did.
Well, I don't know what we're doing next. Maybe it's the next JJ movie, or maybe it's Star Trek 1, the motion. What is motion picture? It's just Star Trek 1. Or Star Trek. Like whatever. I guess you guys will decide, there in the comments.
Also, just want to add, if you guys want to see us react to the rest of this series, let us know, and let us know what are the most important, most crucial episodes to watch, because like we said earlier, we are being completely honest, there's no way we're gonna watch yeah, not only watch, but also like do a reaction video and edit our reactions to all of these episodes. There's so many of them, it will take such a long time, and we have so much other stuff going on in our lives already, so we are mainly focusing on the movies. But if there is like crucial episodes that you first of all think we should react to so that we understand the movies better, or that you really want us to watch, then let us know in the comments for that also. But with that said, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, let us know by liking and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the future Star Trek reactions. Hope we're gonna see you in the next Star Trek reaction or next reaction in general. Until then, have a great one. Bye.